Welcome to 6PI, your source for the esoteric, irrelevant, and the many questions we have in our everyday lives. I'm your host, Mitch Miller. And boy, oh boy, wowie zowie. Guys, I'm so freaking tired. For those of you that don't know, I work like 8 classes on the weekend. I work 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday. I have a big 4-hour break between my first and second class, and then I have 3 classes back to back to back. This is a horrible schedule to work. I do not envy anybody else with the schedule, nor do I think anybody else can do it any better than what I'm trying to do right now with it. That's been my experience with it, but man, oh man, I have to tell you guys, sitting down today, recording a podcast, I cannot really say that I have a bunch of energy to go out and research a topic this week. I'm very exhausted, and I think you guys will understand that. So with that being said, I'm going to be passing the ball to you guys this week. You'll be asking yourselves, what do you mean? Well, here's what I mean. I think it's time that I finally let the floodgates open. The hearts of millions need to be expressed through this medium of podcast. Yes, you guys know what I'm going for. Yes, exactly that. No, not that. You're close. Here at the podcast, we're going to be setting up for our first Q&A episode coming out in the next couple weeks. For this episode, you can ask me questions. You can give us any suggestions that you think would be great for the show. You can even possibly ask former guest questions that I might or might not ask them depending where they are in the world. So I'll be dropping around this holiday season, which is the perfect time to ask me what I want for Christmas. And my birthday. I do have a birthday in December. Not going to tell you when, but I'm sure if you went on Facebook, you could probably find it relatively fast. Anyway, I need questions, suggestions, everything from you guys. You guys are the lifeblood of the show. I see the true hearts of you guys every week who listen to the show, and I am so happy to see that my bountiful fruit is multiplying out into the masses. If that is not the most arrogant thing I've ever said, but it's true. The podcast is getting more popular, so now here is the time for you guys to be the pioneers for the show. What have you always wanted to ask? I'll make sure to read every email I get, and if it's something that I cannot answer on the air, I'll be more than happy to write you back an email. Oh, and before I forget, I actually need to tell you guys where you can send the questions to. One of the ways you can send us questions is sending them to podcast6pi@gmail.com. Once again, that is podcast6pi@gmail.com. Another way you can send us those questions is also through the Facebook page. If you instant message me on Facebook through the 6PI Facebook page, either I or my website manager will get back to you. So those are the 2 ways you can submit questions, folks. Don't let them go to waste. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. This is a short one. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, go like our Facebook page, 6PI Real. If you type in 6PI Podcast on Facebook, it will take you there. Go subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to the podcast so you won't miss an episode. Also, if you haven't already, go catch up on previous episodes this week. Find out why people really like Ollie's episodes. Why is Ollie a crazy DJ who likes to talk about beating people up and getting blood money, which may or may not have been in the episode, and I may or may not have just made that up, but you will only know if you go back and listen to the episode. And if you already listened to it, well, listen to it again. Maybe you missed it. You never know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. That's it for me this week. I'm signing out. Once again, we'll see you next week, and stay tuned.